You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman.
You two still get on?
Of course.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true, she has. She's the youngest of just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly.
She just...
Other humans?
Well, yes. Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant to, you know.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that question, I heard on the grave something called the... Honestly, it's probably...
You reckon?
Quite sure.
How do you know?
Because I would have... Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much... She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about tremendous patience.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, let's just say, there was some discussion. There's a family tree.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died. She came to live here shortly after.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal... My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius.
We did. She's going by Phoebe.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago. She told me.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the...
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya... Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter, and I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. Percival Pointer. So, what do you reckon? See them?
I don't know, maybe. We still...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my... Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was...
How come?
Well, she was... Now, of course, it's a nice gesture, but futile. Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has. I think they get on well because they're...
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite... Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be...
Heavy
That looks like it might belong to... I've never been one for... Why not ask... My daughter Fiona and her best friend. They grow up so...
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even know idea. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope...
Do you not feel sorry for them?
Come now, I've been carving for a couple of years. I was hopeless when I stopped.
Do you paint them yourself, too?
I do indeed. Nowadays, I can make just... Of course, this particular model is a self...
Hard fact, huh? So, you own...
Of course, but my weapons are safety first, and... Why don't you ask Fiona about that? Looks like her area. That looks like it might belong to Fitz. I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Goodness me! Now this is still in very good...
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and... Cunning! That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little... Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing nothing and... Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are...
No, that's very odd. Then no.
You seem pretty sure about that. Does Florin normally keep something in
She must do, but I admit,
Why not just ask?
I feel like if it's because they don't.
rules to live by?
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass.
Ah, yes, so we shall. But that looks like it might belong to Poppy. Flora's quite fond. It's in poor.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. It would have been a beautiful, rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems...
Well, all these modern, emotional...
What about the knife in Flora's
A
hand?
knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach... Hard to say exactly what we're looking at. I'm as rather ugly, isn't it? Years of wind and rain have not been...
Do you know what it is?
It's connected to the... But, but that looks like it might... What's this?
It's my case file.
You mean to say you're bound? Sounds dreadful.
I find it comforting.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built dear Flora's father.
But now it's owned
the
by...
fellow...
And who named it Tangle?
Flora.
What does it mean?
I think it was her...
From what?
This really is after they moved away. I think perhaps she'll...
That's kind of extreme.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air.
Abridged version, please.
Right. I heard someone heading down the stairs. The footsteps were calm, orderly. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of... This time I could tell, so I got a glimpse of Poppy. Didn't know what to make. I thought perhaps she'd... So I looked into his room, back in the hallway. She was heading up fellow... We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya, Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there all... Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and...
Including you?
Not I.
The entire room is...
Oh, it's not just me. It's the actual hull of the ship.
The entire room is...
Oh, it's not just me. It's the actual hull. More maps?
No, they're just blank. You get a good view of the lake from here. A little hand-painted
How
stuff.
can you
Well,
tell?
the paint. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell. Nice.
How do you know
Why
this?
else? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it. Nothing.
Did you check the treasure map for clues? And what about that painting on the chest itself?
Still locked.
I think there's a connection between the painting and the treasure map. Like they're different versions of the same thing, maybe?
That was incorrect.
The padlock just a grid reference for the map.
That was
The padlock just a grid reference for the map.
That was
The padlock just a grid reference for the map.
That was
The padlock just a grid reference for the map.
That was
The padlock just a grid reference for the map.
That was incorrect.
The padlock has 3 different inputs: a letter, a number, and a compass direction. It's just a grid reference for the map.
There we go.
Perfect. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Ah, you found it. What, I had to rush the final touches. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course. Surrounded by all her favorite people.
There's something about Felix's painting supply. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the image of Flora in the paint. Something.
Let's ask her about it.
there's an, sheet music.
It's only a few
Yeah,
notes.
it's been framed, though. Must be important for some reason. Ah, yes. Oh, it's a good
It's an eye.
A big glass door leads out into
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Nothing. Still
All
locked.
4 tiles have a moon symbol.
Those other symbols.
I think it is.
Nope. It's
Maybe
not.
the information we need
So
is
where is it?
somewhere else.
Ah, didn't work.
You know, I think-
What? The whole thing?
Yeah. Something. The duality of the sun and moon.
If you say so. Something happened.
That must be it. And
I still feel like we made some sort of... Didn't we solve...
We did, but the door's still locked. It's a metronome for keeping time. That's done it.
Neat. What happened?
A little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. Part of a photograph.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown. An entity. On its surface, you meet the orchestrator. Softly does the flower grow. All in time, rest a seed within the earth, hour by hour. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying. Earthly tether, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous. Take a moment, kneel and meet. Oh, you've been to the greenhouse?
Impressive, but kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking.
Yeah, he does. Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think.
Really? Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. Never seen that one before. Was it?
No, we found it.
Right. Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly.
Oh. How nice. I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was...
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like you.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Somebody changed the color of the tape.
Wait, I'm confused.
Me too. You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with.
We need a clue that's got a connection to this one. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. We'll get to that in a minute. That's not it. 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 We'll get to that in a minute. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Let's take a closer look at this.
That's not a sentence. We still need to highlight a detail. That's not a sentence. We still need to highlight a detail. We still need to highlight a detail.
The message on... Nope. The message on the tape. That's not right. The crack on the tape found in the garden matches the blonde girl that was found in... That's not right either. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it. You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem...
Maybe?
the reason she doesn't...
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you,
It
Poppy.
used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact... There's gotta be a connection between the tape and the gramophone.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea. That's me. I'm on a list of